All right, so we're here with Jeff, your attorney. You've been practicing
10 years here in Nashville.
10 years, okay. And you say you get about 15 soft tissue injury cases a month, about?
Right.
Okay, quite a bit. Now, remember at the very beginning, I said a couple things. I said, number one, we said we're going to tell you exactly what causes low ball offers and how to stop them.
Yes.
Did I do that?
Yes.
In great detail or just a little?
No, good detail.
Pretty good, right? I also said we're going to go into what creates a policy limit award and how to get there with the documentation. Did we do that?
Yes, you did.
So we covered, let's see, we covered the categories of the top 5 financial drivers in detail, right?
Yes.
Is it fair to say we covered why the doctors you're using are missing so much information and documentation that's limiting your injury awards to low ball offers?
Yes.
Can you totally see that now?
Yes.
Okay. Prior to this presentation, was it crystal clear, or after now it's crystal clear?
More clear now.
Clear, yeah. We also we said we're going to go over the 4 categories to defend the case. We said we'll cover the documentation necessary to defend the pre-existing. Did we do that?
Yes.
We said we were going to cover the documentation to cover how to defend against the low property damage.
Yes.
Did we do that?
Yeah.
We said we'll cover the subjective argument. Did we cover that?
Right.
Okay. By the way, were you aware that there were 8 objective diagnostic tools for the typical soft tissue spinal injury?
No, I knew there were a couple, but not 8.
Yeah. Did it make sense to you when I covered it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what was the other one we said here? We said medically accepted. Did that make sense to you, that all of our stuff we do is with a medical team or it's medical diagnostics or we don't use it?
Yes.
How much sense did the 12 steps make when you get a narrative report that all that information is delivered in those 12 steps to make your life easier and to increase your injury award?
That was great to see.
Have you ever heard that before?
Not in that way, no.
No, pretty systematic. Can you see, even if you didn't have good documentation, but if you delivered it in those 12 steps, it would significantly help you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and of course the goal is to do both.
Sure.
Last question, what was the biggest takeaway you got out of the presentation tonight?
I think the thing you talked about, that most lawyers think that the chiros know what they're doing, and maybe I've been settling on the fact that I was trusting that when maybe I shouldn't have.
Right. Isn't it an interesting analogy how we do the same thing with you?
Yes.
That we said, well, you're an attorney, you're licensed, so you must know how to do personal injury.
Absolutely.
It was mind-boggling. The first time I asked that question, like when I asked you, I said, how much personal injury, knowing what you know now, how much did you learn in school? And you said 0. And I said, that's exactly the way it is with chiropractors. Is that like eye-opening or what?
Yeah, it is.
And that's true. Too many attorneys think the chiropractors know what they're doing, and too many chiropractors think the attorney know what they're doing.
And I think sometimes too many chiropractors think they know what they're doing.
Definitely. Yes. I would totally agree with you on that. All right. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks.